Hi, my cunning Geminis, and welcome to my channel, the Zodiac Love Tarot. This is your Gemini 2020 Astrology Yearly Tarot Forecast. And yes, I did just say all of that, Gemini. I know that was, a whole long message, but if you don't know much about me, and this is the first time to my channel, you can go back and look at November and December and check out those readings that I did, because I did a spread that was supposed to help the Geminis start off 2020 with a bang. And so I'm really excited to bring this message to all of my Geminis. So we're just going to get right down to it, okay? All right, so down to the cards. All right, here we go. So this is a Celestial Tarot Wheel of Life, and it starts from January and goes all the way to December, and it also talks about the houses, like house number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, Gemini, so I'm going to put my energy that I'm feeling coming from my Gemini, my wonderful Gemini friends out there. And also I know that my mom's a Gemini, my daughter's a Gemini, so I think I have pretty good energy to put in these cards regarding that. And also the energy that I'm feeling from you right now is going into the cards for this year of 2020 to see what the forecast is going to be. I'm really excited about this, but real quick before we get started, I am going to light a candle here for romance, because I want to make sure that the cards know that in 2020 I want you to have good romantic relationships going on, and also I want you to have a peaceful 2020 regardless of anything that happens. We definitely want peace and serenity. Okay, so let's get this started now. All right, Gemini, and I think you probably have already heard about the Saturn and Pluto conjunction that's coming up in January. So we're going to find out what that means for you and what it means for your personality, because that's going to be the first card that we pick. So we're just going to go around the wheel. All right, Gemini, 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 Gemini. We're going around the wheel. So what message does Saturn and Pluto have for you dealing with your first house of personality? And also they are going to be in your 8th house as well. So that has to do with your emotional security and your issues with friends and family. So all of those intimacies that you have with relationships with people and the drama that goes along with it. Okay, so Pluto and Saturn are going to be in that house, so they might be teaching you a lesson, or they may be telling me with this card that you've already learned one. So let's just find out what is going on in January for you. Okay, Gemini? All right, so you got the Scorpio card, and it's upside down, and this is the Death card. Okay, so what that means to me is that right now you're just feeling kind of stuck. And so, with the Death card, don't feel bad. This doesn't mean, anything ominous or anything. It just means that you're feeling inertia in January, and it could have been that you just had a really rough time in 2019, but that's why I was trying to help, clean out some of the karma, make sure your chakras were clean so that you could go into 2020 with a good year. But this is telling me here that you just feel still stuck. And we don't want you to feel stuck, and Saturn doesn't want you to feel stuck, and Pluto wants you to basically, with Pluto, this card is basically Pluto. It's right here. And with Pluto being in your first house in January, and it's also in your 8th house, it's telling me that you want to let go of the drama in your life. You want to let go of the things that are keeping you stuck. You need to let go of it. It needs to die, and you need to be like this phoenix rising from the ashes. So in January, just purge as much as you can to make yourself not feel stuck. That could mean that you need to find other friends, find a new relationship, or just be by yourself for a little while and reflect. Either way, something's got to put you back on track so you feel like you can move forward, okay? So that's okay, don't worry. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so now in February, this is going to be your second house, and this is going to be about money and income and career and all of those good things, personal values and worth. And also, it has something to do with your self-esteem, and we already saw this card here saying that, you know, you really feel stuck, and that could have something to do with self-esteem. So let's pull it over and see what we got. All right, so we have Andromeda, and it's upright for you. Oh my goodness, this is perfect, because this means in February you let go. The bonds are broken. See here, she's been released. It's very difficult to tell, but she's actually not chained anymore. Andromeda's been released. She's satisfied. She's in a good state. She's in a good place. She feels free. She's just like, oh, I feel so free. That's the way she feels right there. And she has the Nine of Cups being, you know, upright. That's amazing. So that's like, you know, an opportunity for love and support and a nice environment for the home and wishes, you know, coming true and good health. There's a lot going on with this card. So in February, it looks to me like you're going to feel pretty good. And when you feel really good, that means you could have better resources and better ways of looking at how to get money and just being open for new experiences to do with money. And also just bringing your best self to the table if it's at work, okay? So that was a wonderful card to get. Okay, so in March, we talk about your third house of communication, and also we have Saturn in your ninth house. So let's see what message Saturn has for you. Okay, so he has the Prince of Cups, and it's the mutable water, and it's right side up for you. So that's amazing, saying that there's this new opportunity for new emotions. So whatever you were feeling in the past, you know, this thing that you really needed to let go of, the drama, the personal issues, all of that, you have this young energy that's going to basically bubble up out of you, and it's going to be a really good emotional feeling. It's going to be one of love. It's going to be just something amazing that you just haven't been able to like feel before, and you're going to communicate it. You're going to tell people, this is how I feel great, you know, things are going well with me. And also it may be a time for you to open up and learn some new things because you're feeling better, or go travel abroad and get some new knowledge because you're feeling better. Just everything is feeling better for you, okay? In March. That's amazing, amazing. So Saturn is telling you that you are going to feel better. I feel like you already learned a lesson, and you've already shed some, you know, old skin, and with this Pluto card that you're rising from the ashes already, so that's really good. And then you're coming up with this great communication. So in May, let's see, in May we have the home and we have the family. So I'm going to turn it over, and you got the Ophiuncus, and you got it was upside down. So, and you also have the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups being upside down, it means that you're basically moving on and forgiving. And with this card was upright, it would mean that you need to heal, but this is saying that you're healing already, and that you are forgiving and you're moving forward. And this has to do here with your home and family. So if you were feeling like that stagnant with your home and with your family, and you just were holding a grudge perhaps against someone in the family, it's that you have decided, you know, with this refreshed love and energy, that you're going to go ahead and move past this situation and maybe forgive whoever's in your life, whoever's attached to your emotional security here, okay? So that's a very good card to get. That's amazing. Okay, so now we've gone January, February, March, April, and now we're at May. And so what happens for you, Gemini, in May is that Venus goes into retrograde for you. And this is your house of creativity here. And that retrograde is in your first house. So back to here, this is what we're talking about. So let's take a look. And you've got the High Priestess. You got the High Priestess, and you got her in reverse. Okay, so basically when the High Priestess is in reverse, we think about clouded insight and your intuition is blocked. So this is telling me that perhaps when Venus is in retrograde and it's in your house of creativity and also your first house, it's telling me that there's these blockages. Okay, your intuition is blocked. It's almost like you don't know what to do. Your creativity is blocked, and you're again feeling like you're, when you talk about your first house, that maybe your appearance or your self-image or something like that, you're still a little unsure about it, which, you know, you really shouldn't feel that, because you have this card here saying that, you know, you have this freedom. So you need to just let your creativity flow, let that personality flow. And also, you know, you've done the work to forgive and you're moving on, but you have to, you know, just use your intuition with this, make this card upright for you. Use your intuition when it comes to creativity. And I don't really think that you're not able to do something at this point, or that you're insecure, because now I'm feeling your energy, and what I feel like you're telling me is that you just don't have an idea. That's making you feel kind of like you don't know your own personality, because you're looking for yourself. You're looking like, where are my talents? Where can I where can I make money? Where can I show the world? Do I need to play an instrument? Do I need to, you know, be an actress? Do I need to go back to school some more? Like what, or do I need to paint? Like you just don't know what's going on exactly. So that's what this card is telling me. And let's see, that's so in May, and I'm looking again with Venus in retrograde. So you want this card upright for you. So Venus is telling you to explore. Go out and basically explore and find your hidden talent, because this card is about revealing secrets. The Moon card, revealing what's hidden. So go find your hidden talents. That's what you really want to do. So try a whole bunch of different things in May. Okay, great. All right, so June, let's see what we have in June. And this is going to be your sixth house, your house of service and personal health and well-being. And then also in June, you have a eclipse in your seventh and second house. So let's see how that's going to translate for you, Gemini. Okay, so you have the Strength card here, and this is a Leo card. It is in reverse. So what that's telling me is with those eclipses in your career and the house of love, basically, you feel like you don't have any strength. And again, that's because I feel like either you haven't found a relationship and that's making you feel like sort of lacking, or you haven't found your career yet, which is making you feel lacking, or found like what you like to do. So basically, if you would like to feel this card and get this energy in June, just think about it like, don't worry if you don't have a relationship yet. Don't worry if you haven't found that hobby yet. Just keep strong, keep moving on, keep showing your best identity, putting your best foot forward, and these things will come. They will come, and maybe they'll even come before this year is out. So let's check and see what's going on. So let's find out in July. What we have here is a lunar eclipse in your 8th house, and this is your house of partnership here. So what do we have? We have the Two of Wands, and it's Cetus, and this one is upside down for you. So the Two of Wands, when it is upside down, means that there's going to be maybe things feel like they're falling apart, or maybe you're thinking too small, or maybe you're just not making enough plans. So if you want this card upright and you want to be able to use these wands to manifest, and you want to use the wands to manifest something that you've been waiting for, you know, are choices that you've been trying to make, then especially like with a partner, like maybe you have someone on the line like this Cetus. He's not really a fish. He's a monster from that Poseidon lets loose, and so you may feel scared about like maybe starting a new relationship or a new partnership, and but you've been waiting on one for sure. That's what this card is basically telling me, and that the wait should be coming close to an end for you in July, because I really think that you could use this you know, time for the Two of Wands, or this power, you know, in the Two of Wands, to be thinking bigger and just allowing yourself to get the person that you've been waiting for. That's what this card is telling me. The energy is a little bit murky here, and maybe the water is a little bit murky here, but I really think with this card upside down and with you wanting it right side up is that you're waiting for a relationship, but you're uncertain, like maybe how to move forward, but you need to use the power of this card to be able to move forward and to get out of certainty and get what you're waiting for. Okay, sorry about that. That one was a lot of energy, but it was coming from you, it was very murky. Let's put it that way. So let's see, August is what we're at now, and this is the card of intimacy, or your 8th house of deeper feelings, and this card is upright for you, the Hercules card. This is an amazing, amazing card, and this is also September, which is going to be well, actually, coming in September, Mars goes in retrograde. So if you are wanting to get this energy before you go into Mars, that would be a good idea, because this is where your deeper feelings, they need to be worked out. You need to express your soul. And with the 6 of Cups and Hercules, what this is basically telling me is that it might be labor intensive. Or that's what I'm feeling in this spread, is that something feels like hard work for you, either finding a relationship or finding your way or finding a talent, and that's getting in the way of your feelings. And so I really think that in August you would be able to get rid of that with this Hercules, this really powerful Hercules energy. So I think you're going to be able to shed that, especially before Mars goes in retrograde in September. So let's just see if that's true with that powerful energy, if you're able to get rid of those problems. So let's just check it out and see. Absolutely. You have cardinal fire right here in the King of Wands. This right here tells me that you are going to come out victorious, and this is also in your 9th house, so that means that there is going to be like just a metamorphosis and a search, you know, for a new meaning, and there's this higher education that's paying off. You may even travel abroad, but what's happened here is that you overcame some challenges in your personal life, your challenges for yourself, but you were victorious, and you're really feeling that in September. Okay, so that's a beautiful card, and that's the cardinal fire. So that means too that you're going to initiate a lot of really wonderful things. Maybe you finally find the person that you're looking for, or either you find that hidden talent that you're looking for. Okay, so this next card is your October card, and this is about your career. So let's see what that is. And you have the Ace of Swords right there. So basically this is telling me, because it's upside down, this is the Southern Cross. It basically gifts you this sword of clarity. So in October, you're going to move forward, you're going to need to be able to use a lot of clarity, because it seems to me like you're initiating something very big. It could be that new talent or whatever. So when you're going forward, you just need to be able to forget about any negativity that would be holding you back. Make sure that all your thoughts are true, and that you're not worried too much about the future, because you can't, when you're starting something new like this, you just have to kind of jump in at this moment now and be able to discern what's best for you. So you have this power, it's been given to you, okay? But when it starts out upside down like that, it's telling me that that's what needs to happen. You need to purge like thoughts that don't serve you, and then that will help you with your career and help you move forward. So that's going to happen in October, where you're gifted this sword, so of clarity, and that's going to help you with your career. So you can see your career probably looking up in the month of October. Now in November, let's see what happens. We do have some lunar eclipses in November, so let's see what's going on for you. And this is your house of friends also on this particular spread. So you have gotten cardinal water, and it's upright for you. So now here you have like all this power. You have the power to manifest anything, and then you also have the power to be empathetic and also caring, and you just have all of this love to give, and you're just able to control your emotions now. I think maybe because you were gifted this sword in between, you know, both of these, now you're able to use this fire, and you're able to know what to initiate. And then here you're able to know how to control your emotions as you go forward. And I think maybe this reading probably could help you do that. So in November, you're just going to have a lot of power, Gemini, like a crazy amount of power. I mean, you're just going to have abundance galore. And this being in your house of friends tells me too that you're going to have people around you now, like where you felt in the beginning so stagnant, and you felt, you know, kind of trapped or whatever. When you shed this off, and Pluto tells you to shed this off, it's going to shed. It's going to shed, and then you're going to bring in this new water energy, this new emotion, and then you're going to heal. Then you're going to find your hidden talent. Then you're going to have your strength. Then you're probably going to look into that relationship that you've been worried about, or that talent again. And then you have this Hercules energy to get all your emotional drama resolved. And then you have the fire, and then you have the sword, and then you have the water. It's just perfect, Gemini. Like you're progressing the whole year, just progressing to like this ultimate finale here. So I want to see what the finale is. And this is your hidden resources. And also in December, you have Jupiter returning with Saturn. So that's going to be lucky. It's almost like your lessons learned have come full circle. So let's see what we get for this card. Mercury the Magician. Oh my gosh. You're ruled by Mercury, and you're cunning, and you're the magician. I can't say anymore. Like, this is your hidden talent. I'm shaking right now that the energy in this card. I want to be around Geminis. It makes me want to be around Geminis just to see this energy next December. It's a whole lot different from the energy you were coming off of in 2019. And oh my gosh, this is amazing. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, Gemini. I just want to give you a hug, because I feel this transformation, and like Pluto and Saturn is giving you all this stuff. Like, I'm trying to remember, like Mars going into retrograde for you is not like, it was like you just manifested the power to get through that. I mean, you just used that Hercules power. So thank you so much for showing me that reading. And you know, with me having my mom and my mom and my daughter being a Gemini, it makes me like really excited for them that this is happening, and it makes me excited for you. So if you please do me a favor and just like this video, or if you don't like it, dislike the video, because any engagement like helps me out, helps me keep the channel going. And if you leave a comment, if you don't have anything to say, maybe just say keep going, or subscribe to the channel, or share the channel with someone that you know, so that I can keep growing, because I really want to keep bringing these messages to everyone. And I'm so happy that I got to bring that message to you. And then I wanted to show you something really funny before I go, but I know that you got that Mercury going on. But anyway, someone asked me what kind of eyeshadow that I use, and I thought it was the cutest question. And I don't profess to be any kind of makeup guru or anything. I just wing it. I just put it on and hope for the best. But this is what I use. Do I have that up right? No, I don't. It's the Zodiac wheel. And yes, me and my daughter, we went to the store, and it was a closing store. It was Ricky's going out of business or whatever here on the beach. And I was just looking through their makeup, and I saw this, and I'm like, isn't that cool? And it kind of gave me like a new direction to go in, because I was like, you know what, I should use this kind of energy and this refreshing palette to maybe do something on YouTube. And then, even though I had written some astrology books and the zodiaclovecode.com series a few years ago, and I have those readers and stuff, this kind of just refreshed me. And then I was like, each time I go on to do a video, I'm going to use the different colors of the wheel for the different signs. And for Gemini, actually I'm wearing Gemini tonight, and I'm doing my Gemini reading, and this is your color right here. It's silver, and it's really, really cool. But I also had this dress on that I thought was kind of like New Year's Eve like. It's actually a whole full length one. And so I put some blue glitter on top of it, just to kind of make it match the dress. But anyways, that was just a little tidbit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And please come back and visit my channel in February, because I'll have more readings coming out. So please subscribe so you can keep up with it. And I will see you in February. And I know that by then you're going to be feeling like this, all free. So I'll do a happy, I'll try to make sure, give me that energy, and then I'll do a happy reading. Okay, thanks. All right, bye.